Hi, I'm Cassie, I'm 21 and I'm living with CF. I was diagnosed at 6 weeks and that was through a heel prick test. I'm a full-time model. I do photographic and editorial work. I get up for work a couple of hours before to ensure time that I get all my treatment done. First of all, I do inhalers. That's to open up the airways. The PET mask puts pressure onto the lungs, therefore causing like a kind of flutter inside to loosen the mucus. Then I do nebulised treatments that are inhaled directly into the lungs to kill bacteria. My body doesn't produce the enzymes that it should do to take the nutrients and break down the fat in the food, so therefore I take enzymes before I eat. When I was first talent spotted, it was very uplifting. At the time I was in hospital for IV antibiotics. Being stuck in hospital, you don't feel too glamorous. I was spotted by a photographer. He asked if he could show my photos, and then eventually I got a telephone call from the modelling agency for an interview, and it just all went from there. It made me feel so great because I sometimes inside feel so low. I could be so tired, so coughing up all night, and it was just so uplifting to see that it wasn't showing on the outside, that I was still positive and still trying to bring myself through it all. In 2008 and 2009 I was lucky enough to keep my health so well that I managed to travel Australia. I went completely by myself. It was something that I've always wanted to do. The only thing that was a bit of a pain for me was I'd got a backpack with all my clothes in, and then I'd got a suitcase full of medication, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, you've got so many clothes," and I'm like, "No, it's not clothes." I've got a huge group of friends, so I'm always busy with those. I met Jane in art college, which was after I did my A-levels, and since then we've been pretty inseparable. She was one of my friends who helped me put together the skydive that we did for my 21st birthday, which we raised money for the Cystic Fibrosis Trust. She's always been really supportive. Every time I've been in hospital, she's always been there, so she's a great friend. If you do get a minute to yourself, you do think about things, you do think about the future, what it may hold, and it can be quite scary. If you're in hospital, you're on a high because everyone's come to visit you, then 10 o'clock at night everyone goes home, and it is kind of depressing because you're just left there on your own. But that's about it really. I try not to dwell on it too much. Advice I'd give to other CF sufferers is live as I do, live life to the full. If you've got a dream, go for it now, don't hesitate. You don't know what's going to be around the corner. Keep up to scratch on all your treatments, don't ever skim. The Cystic Fibrosis Trust helped me with a grant for prescription charges. The thing with all CF patients is our prescription charges aren't currently covered by the NHS. Without the grant from the Cystic Fibrosis Trust, it would be very difficult paying for hospital visits as well. The costs do add up, so they have helped a great deal.
Get involved with Cystic Fibrosis Week from the 8th to the 14th of May at cfweek.org.uk.